Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Wednesday show where us panel of local real estate experts and Disney enthusiasts get together to share our thoughts about news updates that's come in this week, about what's happening within the market, as well as all things within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. But before we get into it, let's cue the theme song. All right, fireworks are popping. We're ready to roll. Happy April 15th, everyone watching. It's according to my phone, it's a holiday, but it's not. It doesn't feel like one. It's tax day. I don't think anyone got off work for that, but it's something that definitely factors into a lot of people's real estate decisions. And we do have a interesting article that's going to be sharing about like why Florida's tax benefits remain an attractive part of why people move to our state. But first, we'll introduce ourselves real quick and share some cool updates about things that are going on with Disney and Universal. So I'm Elijah Lewis with Florida Motion Realty here on the Dream Team, we call ourselves. They call me the Prince of Real Estate here on Near Disney. And I'll throw it over to the square beside me.
Hey, everybody. I'm Virginia Carlson, also with Florida Motion Realty and Near Disney. And we're happy that you're joining us here tonight.
And down below.
We'll take it down.
Take it down. Hi, I'm Sue Koptieff, also with Florida Motion Realty and this amazing Dream Team. And they call me Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. And we are so glad to have you this evening.
Glad to have you all as well. And if you have any questions or comments about anything we're talking about, always feel free to jump in the chat, introduce yourself. This is about live engagement with our viewers as well. Always love to get to know who's watching and how far our reach is from the studio. So first thing, just a couple quick comments about Disney. Disney has teased new details for Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets from first song to opening date. So basically, they've kind of, now that the Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith officially closed, I think it was like early March, they're already ready to get fast working for a summer 2026 revival of the Rock and Roller Coaster attraction. And people are wondering, so what's going to happen? Like, are the Muppets going to sing their own songs, or are they going to cover songs, or what? It does sound like they're already, like, Electric Mayhem is like the group that is the Muppets, where the most famous member is, of course, Animal. Yes. This guy, they got him like reacting to it all here, of course. And so that's them handing him the set list for what they're going to play. And the first song that was on the set list is Song 2 by Blur. So, that was like a kind of a one-hit wonder from the 90s with like Damon Albarn, who's like went on to go do the Gorillaz, but you probably saw it more in commercials, it was like woohoo.
Oh yeah.
No one even knows what they're saying, which is a perfect song for Animal to be singing.
Exactly.
Like they were the ones that like made the Mana song really popular, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so basically Disney promises to reveal more hits in the days to come, all leading up to a major announcement on April 16th. So that's tomorrow. So they're dripping a little bit of the Muppets set list today. That's fun. Ooh, just a little concept art for Rock and Roller Coaster. We're kind of used to seeing Aerosmith and the sound deck there waving at us. So now it's going to be them. Well, it should be high-spirited, fun, probably still rock and roll aspect to it. And of course, maybe just a little more kid-friendly than some of the Aerosmith set list that was out there. Loving an elevator, dude looked like a lady and stuff that was playing on the Rock and Roller Coaster before. Love some Aerosmith. Don't get me wrong. So that's cool. Basically, Rock and Roller Coaster over 1999. Whoa, I think that's when Muppets in Space came out. But let us know in the chat. Are you excited? What song would you want the Muppets to play that's going to get revealed? What do you think is a perfect one for that set list to be on the roller coaster? And also, we have a favorite Muppet. That would be cool. Got Miss Piggy as like I don't know if she's a groupie or a guest vocal here. I know she's not part of this.
Maybe
Probably
she'll
a
be guest
groupie.
vocal, yeah.
Oh,
I think groupie fits her pretty well.
yeah, Miss Piggy she's a boss.
Yes, she is.
Another, not just Disney, but I guess there's a shakeup at Universal City Walk as like the Whopper bar that was on like the second level of the like restaurant area is being replaced by Five Guys of all things. Basically, the burger pecking order at Universal City Walk is basically that space this summer as the resort reshuffles its dining and retail lineup. They scheduled the Whopper bar to close on April 21st, so that'll be your last chance to grab one of those. And the Epic Universe Preview Center is set to close on April, well, I guess it already happened like the other day, 13th. So the Universal Legacy store can return to that spot. I guess like, people have had a year to know about Epic and see the information about it and know that it's there, so they don't really need to keep. It's kind of like the sales office at a new construction area of a town will linger only for so long.
Yeah.
Like no one needs that information center anymore, and then you can just move on from it.
Right.
And then you just talk to us if you have questions about communities. Get our phone numbers on the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, no official opening date for Five Guys, but that's what will be changing out the Whopper bar. Thoughts on this?
Well, I mean, I feel like Universal they want to shake things up, maybe try something new. So, see how it goes.
I just think when I think Five Guys, it's kind of like longer fast food. Like I usually know I'm gonna be there like waiting a while because their whole thing is they freshly will just throw it on the grill right then and make it fresh.
It's
Which is cool. Freshly grilled is cool and all, but I feel like when you're at the park, you just want that grab and go and the speedy system of just like let's grab a Whopper before we just head out to the parks. And so I wonder how that's gonna work with Five Guys waiting.
Probably they'll have to order ahead. I would imagine the majority of it. Yeah.
Maybe so.
I don't know.
And I know you're more of a.
I'm a diehard West Coast In-N-Out Burger fan. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to know Sue's history? She came from the West Coast. I came here from Nebraska. Virginia has been to France.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in New England.
We got
three sections of the country. Very nice. And then we're all down here.
Yeah, so we all conglomerated into Florida. So very good. I will see. Five Guys a little pricier than Burger King, so maybe that'll factor in as well. So Sue, I'll throw it over to this article that you found about is this the time to buy in Florida? What does the market forecast have to say according to your data?
According to this data that I found, and I liked this source because it was kind of normally I pull a lot of stuff from like 2 or 3 different sources, but this one I really liked reading through. I think it was maybe a little bit more unbiased. I'm just going to hit some of the highlights. It says the key takeaways for our timing right now for the market in Florida is it is a strategic buying window in 2026. The market is cooling, but it's not collapsing. So we're not in a crash. If you expect to see a crash, everyone's telling you there's going to be a crash, there's really not anything that is telling us that we're going to crash, even like have a slowdown for even a little while. So our inventory is up significantly. So we have more homes available now than, versus 21 to 22, which was, like a crazy time when people were just buying right and left everywhere, not just in Florida. Typical declines 3 to 5% in areas that are softer, where they have a softer market. So that's actually not too bad. Right now, you have a stronger buyer negotiation power to some degree, because more homes are staying on the market a little bit longer. Our supply is not overstocked right now, which is good for the market balance itself. We have about 4 to 6 months supply right now. And again, foreclosures are incredibly low. The lending sources are stricter there. I mean, I have a gentleman who is I got an email from him today saying his lender, his credit union wants like A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and just other documents and other confirmation of kind of everything we've already told them. But so that's a good sign. That was part of the problem in 2008 is we did not have lenders that across the board were reputable. And that's what I'm going to say, because a lot of them were not, and a lot of people paid for it. So, and a lot of homeowners have some good equity going on, especially the ones that have owned for 8, 10, 12 years or more. So
Yes.
right now, buyers have an edge because sellers are a little more flexible, like I was mentioning. Some are offering concessions. We have several listings right now where the sellers are offering seller financing, and they're pricing a little more competitively. They're not overpricing their home when they get it on the market, especially if they want to sell it quickly. It's better to purchase, to set a purchase price that is, right there in the sweet spot, so to speak, with pricing. So buyers can negotiate, ask for credits, and they can take a little bit longer deciding, which is kind of puts us on pins and needles, especially when, we're trying to help them find something and they find 3 or 4 things they really, 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 really like. And then they think about it for a while, which is the first thing we're going to tell people is, this is a big decision. You need to think about it. But we get really excited because we can't wait to see what you choose. It's like that. What is that real estate show where people look at like 3 houses in one area and then they pick one? What
House
were you?
Hunters.
Okay. Yeah. What's it called?
Yeah.
I can't
House
remember.
House Hunters.
House Hunters. Yes. And they're always like
House
in these
Hunters.
amazing places.
Yeah. House Hunters.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But
They're just looking
best
at that.
times, I'll close it out by saying the best time of the year to buy, if you want deals with less competition, you're looking at January through October. But the most inventory, everybody starts to try to put their home on the market in March. But there is going to be a little more competition, and tend to have some better deals in winter and fall. Again, spring, you get more options. So our inland markets are a lower insurance risk and more stable long-term demand. The coastal markets are a little higher with the insurance and usually have some more price adjustment. But it was interesting because I have a really, really good friend who's a realtor in Melbourne. Really smart lady, knows her stuff. And she was giving me some, insurance rates for the homes over there. And it seems like they're softening out a little bit and mellowing out. So that's just a good sign for all of Florida because, we want to be, we would love for you to be in Central Florida. Please come to Central Florida. But a lot of people want what other parts of the state have to offer, and so we would just love to see you in Florida. If this is your dream, then, come hang out with us because we would love it. If you're a buyer, don't wait. You could face higher prices later. You get fewer concessions, more competition. Your best strategy right now is to lock in your price, negotiate your terms, and you can refinance later when the rates drop because we know the rates are going to come down. That's just the way real estate works.
Yes, that's right. Well, thank you for that data, Sue. I think that's a good little market roundup for us right now in our state, and especially Central Florida. And then, staying kind of on that note, one thing that makes Florida's real estate market so attractive is a variety of options when it comes to people who want new construction, but as well as people who just like a more maybe just living in the historic districts or that are just more established areas that have had time to grow and blossom just with history. So we do have that, not every area has the luxury like those New England areas where they're just that real estate's been, there's no room to grow. They're small states and really just they'd rather just buy a house just to bulldoze it and build a new house on it. It's that, and you've got like all that crazy craziness there. Whereas there is new construction and new communities building up to just invest in from the ground up for the long term, and still aging homes that are often good opportunities for renovation. And people text us all the time asking about fixer uppers. And
Yep.
that's true.
what do you have? What do you have here, Virginia? This came from you.
Yeah, and we're just kind of looking at like the broad scope of what people should allocate towards renovations or home improvements or necessary maintenance of the home. And this goes across the board to all homeowners in the United States. We're seeing that homes in the US have about a median age of 44 years, which creates the need for modernization. And so that's driving renovation activity. And prices for renos are definitely increasing by about 14%. And so financial advisors are saying that homeowners should set aside anywhere between 1% and 3% of the home's value for unexpected repairs, as well as routine repairs, maintenance, and home improvements. And this was an interesting statistic I read about the topic that 49% of all home improvement spending is for necessary repairs or replacements that can't be delayed. So if it's smart to set aside some funds for things that come up that you just can't wait on. It's not cosmetic or anything that you're necessarily having the luxury of fixing or redoing. Things you need to fix.
Fun to spend money on.
Yeah. So in 2023, homeowners in the U.S. spent an average of about $9,000 on replacement projects such as windows, and then they're just saying like you have to up 59%, but then you're just leaving room for inflation for the adjustment there. But anyway, it's a good idea to set some money aside for things that come up with your home, no matter what age it is, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah. The rainy day fund, just for all aspects.
Yes, absolutely.
And, just for the best. Let's see. So I've got an article here that's just kind of in keeping with this wonderful holiday that is today, tax day.
Fantastic.
But basically, states with the best and worst taxpayer ROI, return on investment. And like right here at the bottom, we see Florida at number 2, which is cool to see. It says that tax day can be a painful reminder of how much we have to invest in federal, state, and local governments, though many of us aren't sure exactly what we get in return. And the cool thing about Florida that factors into this, of course, is that we don't pay state income tax. That's a biggie for people wanting to save their earnings and live here, enjoy the beach and enjoy the parks and still have a great place to live. Except you could live in the middle of the desert and pay no taxes, but how much are you living life to the fullest, right? So it's great.
You're not.
To offer an amazing lifestyle on the grid. So
on the grid versus off the grid.
Yeah.
Okay.
66% of Americans think
that.
the tax rate is too high, according to Wallet Hub. That taxpayer return on investment ROI varies based on where one lives. So to determine the states with the best taxpayer return on investment, Wallet Hub contrasted state and local collections with the quality of the services residents receive in each of the 50 states. So basically, they have like 30 metrics here. And there's a trade-off between how much you pay, how much you get. And what's so awesome about this is, of course, Florida coming in at number 2. Total taxes paid per capita rank 2. Overall government services rank in 23. Just basically we are happy to be able to, that it seems like, according to the data here, that they are using our money in a way that makes residents happy. Because it does not charge residents an income tax, but one way its tax dollars are hard at work is on education, as Florida has the 5th best public school universities in the U.S., as well as the 2nd best projected increase in public high school graduation rates. Florida's
Right.
infrastructure is good, with the third best bridge quality and good road quality. I think it's 11 out of 50. When it comes to the most other services, Florida is, it tracks it in the middle, but lack of income taxes make up for it. So yeah, it's just kind of just a mathematical formula there of just like we're getting good stuff, good enough stuff, and not being just totally wrung out to get it.
Hmm.
So
Awesome.
I mean, no one likes to pay anything, of course, but
Right.
No.
but you gotta. It's just so hopefully we don't live up to that Beatles song called "The Tax Man." You know, it's one for you, 19 for me.
Yeah.
Not
Not like
quite
that.
so bad.
No.
Oh man.
All right, we'll round this out here with another interesting article here about Disney. It says Mickey Mouse's Sorcerer's Hat returns to Hollywood studios. Yeah, it's a big deal. That was just kind
Ooh, I like
of the
it.
entrance. I mean, they found another way to to repurpose it, not quite
Okay.
front and center at the entryway like it used to be. But I guess there's enough nostalgia and affection for that piece that they still felt like it needed to remain a part of the experience. 122-foot tall hat replica
Wow.
of what Mickey wore in the Fantasia movie.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's tall.
people were
Yeah.
taking photos with it since 2001. But basically, a newly reimagined area where it's located will be open to guests May 26th. The magic
Okay.
of Disney animation, inspired by several buildings at Walt Disney Animation Studio Burbank, will open later in summer in Florida. So that's cool. Basically,
Yeah.
there will be this other experience that brings back the hat. And I
Like it.
guess I moved to Florida and was not like born and raised here, but I was surprised to see that there were like passionate feelings about people not liking the hat in MGM and Hollywood studios. Like there's like that thing's gotta go. And it's about
Oh.
dang time that they got rid of that eyesore. And I remember thinking,
Really?
I have pictures that I took standing by
Wow.
that thing looking happy, and I just wasn't in on the hate for the hat. But
Yeah.
I like it. So, but hey, whatever's there now, I hope it makes everyone happy. Like,
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Well, you're
Yeah.
not going to make everybody happy, but that's what it is. Like you said, it's an iconic part of Disney's
Yeah, I
history.
love the hat.
You
I think it's
know?
great. Yeah.
don't knock the hat, or let us know in the
Don't
chat
knock the hat.
where you stand on this extremely
Yeah. Do you like the hat? Like,
No, no hat hate. We don't do hat hate here.
yeah. Exactly.
the mouse ears headbands are plenty fine. So yeah, well, I will just
Yeah.
mention real quick, of course, that we are real estate agents licensed in Florida, sharing this market information with you. Hopefully we can bring you real, tangible, personal value, get to know you, not just as faces on a screen, but you can call us at the numbers on the screen, have a chat with us about you. If you're looking to buy, looking to sell, want to know more about the Central Florida areas that we cover, this is a great time to list. I mean, our office is in Celebration, Florida, but we service the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of great activity. This really is like the time to try to put your house on the market and see who's going to go for it, because things are really ramping up, and we can have a conversation with you to present the data that backs that up. So just I like this. April showings bring May closings.
I like that too.
And yeah, typically 30 days is what many lenders can deliver, and a lot of title companies can do like 10 to 14-day closings if you're cash and you want it right now. That's a vacant house. You want to move right into it. A lot of times the sellers are super happy to get that kind of arrangement. So yeah, you can definitely make a May closing if you work with us on getting a home today. One step closer. So yep, we appreciate getting to know you, and otherwise appreciate just your viewership. If you hit the like button, helps us out, and of course subscribe. We are on the path to 10,000 subscribers. We're making great process. We've seen a big push all of a sudden, just surge of interest. It seems like you guys have been sharing it or engaging with us just right. We're just so happy about how fast of growth that we've got on this channel. And it's all thanks to you. So yeah, and we don't just do the Wednesday show. Of course, we got Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, tunes in on Friday to show these beautiful videos that we make with our in-house production team to like take you into neighborhoods, take you into the cities of Central Florida, into the new construction communities, and just really give you a feel of what it's like beyond just covering the news like we do Wednesday night.
Mhm.
With that, I think we got to everybody's comment. I think we're good, and we'll let you all have your evening. And hopefully we'll see you again. See you real soon with the Mickey salute.
Good night.
Exactly.
Night, everyone.
Bye.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a